The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
That's when Gemini gave him this response, saying things like, "This is for you, human. You're a waste of time and resources. Please die, please."
So I really freaked out.
Yeah, I need to talk to you also. I used to grow up and want to be like you. And now I know.
What do you mean you don't want to be like me? Who you want to be like?
You're an awesome dad. You give me everything I want, but you don't know how to treat women.
A mother of 4, shocked to be arrested in front of her children.
It was anger and frustration, of course, because my children were having to witness that.
All because her then 10-year-old son was spotted walking alone in Mineral Bluff, Georgia, a town with a population of about 370.
I want to give my kid everything I never had.
I think you got to really think that through. And I understand where it's coming from. You want your ceiling to be their floor.
Right.
If you don't think it all the way through, you give them everything you never had, but you don't give them what you do have.
I made the decision to pull my son off the football team. I understand that football is a very rigorous sport. My son is only 5 years old, so of course he's not there yet. Like, he's not super tough.
Why we not talk? Well, let's talk about it. We live. We live. Yeah.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this. I'm sorry.
The last 7 days have been totally insane, but we made it. Now buckle up and get ready for the most organic conversation on the internet with your hosts, the Force, the King, the Kamikaze, the Great and Terrible. Up to it, down to it. Pour a glass and talk some trash. Welcome to the show, and thank you for tuning in. We hope you have a good time tonight right along with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend. Let's go up to it.
What Crazy out here. What the hell did we just watch?
You just watched a bunch of people on the internet freak the hell out.
They
A
said
bunch of people on the internet freaking the hell out.
Everybody's losing their minds.
Dude said the last 7 days have been crazy. The last 70 seconds have been. I'm gonna go ahead and make my drink because what did we just watch?
That's what I just did. Everybody's going crazy.
Everybody's losing their mind. I got my drink ready right here. I got my roly for all my greenery users out here. I think I might be set up for the night, man. What y'all think? I think I'm ready.
Yeah, I think I'm finna crash out. That's
for the record, all of y'all out there, those people freaking the hell out. Those were all people. Those were people's genuine reactions to about 2.5 weeks ago when Trump won. That's what they did. That's how they reacted. And that other guy decided to set it to music, and it's hilarious. It is what it is, man. We're gonna have a good time tonight. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Assuming nothing's changed since last week, and we can still call you that. We are here for yet another good time. Welcome to another Friday night with your Friday Night Delights on the most organic conversation on the internet, up to it, down to it. We're going to have a good time tonight because people have lost their fucking minds. And so we need to talk about it. We need to have some discussions. What can I say? Look, man, we about to get right into it. Let's get down to some introductions. Kev is still confused over here, as y'all can see. But we're going to let him talk about what's on his mind. Kev, what's going on, brother? Talk to us, my man. What's up with you?
I am bewildered. I am befuddled. My flabbers are gasted. Happy Friday, good people. That is not, when they said organic, they meant us, like particularly us. Happy Friday, I guess. It's we definitely going up one time. First of all, I'm just getting in from happy hour, so I'm already a little yeah. But anyway, we got things going on because what I'm saying, like, Fridays call for us to go taste testing, and so taste testing is what we did. All right, so listen to me, my people. Let me hold on, let focus. All right, so this is the King's Creek, okay, Black Label edition. All right, Tennessee whiskey cider. All right, and this is so smooth that you can drink it as is. I'm talking about warm or cold. You know what I'm saying? We like it warm, but if you have it cold, you can do that. But this ain't enough for us tonight. You understand what I'm saying? So we finna do some experimentation. Stay with me, if you will. All right. So we finna take the King's Creek whiskey cider and mix it with my good people at Ensign. Y'all need to call me because I'm really putting y'all on to the people. All right. And this is my first time trying it. It's the Ensign Red Apple. And this is a Canadian apple. I'm trying to make sure that you can, see the label off the lights. Canadian apple. You know what I'm saying? We're going to into that. And if it don't do what it's supposed to do, we finna switch it up. And we're going to do the King's Creek with the Ensign. Call me. The number ain't changed since the 11th grade. Okay. Ensign salted caramel. Because if you mix cider with caramels, you just get sweet things happening. So what I'm saying is we finna drink good tonight. We're going to have ourselves a time tonight. Y'all need to pour something in your glass. Let me know in the comments what you're drinking and tell a friend to tell a friend, because what else is Fridays for but to turn up? You understand what I'm saying?
Turn up. I love it. I love it. We on that kind of time tonight, baby.
On the way.
Yes, sir. Hey, Enzyme, for real. No, real shit. Y'all need to give us a holler.
This is all liquor, and it tastes like juice. Good night, y'all. Good night.
Dangerous.
This is about to be a hell of a night.
Yeah.
Those of y'all that know how off kilter we get sometimes when the drinks start flowing, this is about to be that kind of night. Y'all want to tell your friends about this one, all right? So shout out to the comments real quick before I get to this next intro. Shout out to the early show, Lisa, what's happening, girl? Good to see you. Jay Owens, as always, my brothers, good to see you. Good to hear from you. I'm looking forward to y'all's feedback. Listen, this one is going to be one for the history books. Y'all gonna want to tell your friends about this one. And for those who have not already done so, hit the like for this video and subscribe real quick. That helps us out. Let's go get the algorithm going so people can hear this good news that we finna give to y'all on this Good Friday. With that being said, there's no better news I can think of than whatever tends to come from the inspirational, King Rich. Talk to us, my brother. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up? Where's he at? Oh, he's right here. Like, nah, what's good, everybody? What's good? It's me. I'm here. I'm doing fine like wine, and I hope y'all are too. I ain't got much to say, really. I only got one word, and that word is pray. Okay, because it is craziness going on right now, and because there's craziness going on, I'm finishing off this extra rare, because right now there's a lot of people being extra as well too. I'm getting this extra rare gold rum on. Okay, you see that bat, right? That bat is that. That's exactly what's going on. People are batshit crazy. Anyway, the word is pray, and I'm gonna pray over this communion because that's what's about to go down. This is about to be finished tonight, and then backing it up is I got the key right here. You see that? The key to finishing is larceny. All right, I'm gonna finish that bad boy tonight as well. We're gonna have a good time. Like I said, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I mean, up is down, left and right, as Trey normally says. I mean, crazy stuff going on. Listen, they tearing down RFK Stadium, and they want to get Washington Commanders back into DC as they should be. They talking about bringing that logo back, baby, bringing that right there back. I don't know if they want to bring the name back. Listen. All right, I love the name, okay? I love the team. That's my team. That's home team. But listen, with the Commanders, we on a nice little streak, all right? And we see them boys next. And let me tell you something. We better put up at least 50 points. If we put up 50 points, I'm gonna be confident that we're going a little bit further in the postseason. All right. We put up 50 points, I'm gonna feel super confident. I might even put some money down. It's going down. All right. But here's what I'm gonna say. Pray. One more time. Pray. All right. Now get your glass. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because it's gonna be a night. It's gonna be a night tonight. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a night.
It's gonna be one for the record books. And I gotta give the Commanders, I gotta give y'all props. All right. Look, listen, I'm just like Twitter. I'm always gonna call Twitter. Fuck that X shit. I'm always gonna call it Twitter. Okay. I'm always gonna call the Commanders the Redskins.
Because
right?
they are the
I mean, come on.
Malcolm.
The Redskins.
Only X we acknowledge is Malcolm.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
Is that the only X? No. All right. Come on.
Those are
Listen,
three
we
X's.
don't even acknowledge our exes.
We don't acknowledge our exes.
No. At all.
We don't. Hey, listen.
Well, I gotta acknowledge my son's mother, because you know.
Well,
but
actually, wait. You gotta. I mean.
Oh boy.
All right, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. Come on.
All right.
We're not gonna go there. We're on to better things.
Here we go. Here we go. We what? 15 minutes in. We 15 minutes in. Oh boy.
Come on. Let's get on to better things. Like we've already
done. Lord. What the fuck was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Yeah.
You were saying Twitter's always going to be Twitter, and you ain't calling.
Yeah, that's the shit I was saying. Yeah, right. Twitter's always. That's what I was saying. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm tell you.
Trying to tell you.
Twitter's always going to be Twitter, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm going to say this right here. If the Redskins bring the name back, I will get a Redskin hat. All right? I will get a fitted, and I'll wear the son of a bitch, too. I won't just buy it, okay? I'll get it. Hey, Rich is laughing because he knows how much I hate this idea, okay? he knows personally how much I hate this idea. But if they bring the name back, I get a Redskin hat. Hell, I might get a Redskin jersey. If they bring the name back.
Speaking of jerseys, I've got two of them coming, a shirt and a hoodie. My son got one because this is a time where you can wear these things with no brown bag on your head. So, and also for my fans, for the next 2 hours and 45 minutes, they're offering 30% off on the site. You know what I'm saying? Catch 30 is the code. You're welcome.
On
the Redskins team store, like the Commanders team store. Catch 30% off until midnight. I ordered a jersey, a shirt, a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 jerseys coming. What a time to be alive. And them all black ones are sexy than the muff. So
the all black ones are hard though. I'm not gonna lie. The all black, that shit is fire. That shit is fire. I'm not gonna stunt. Y'all got the Cowboys this weekend. Rich, like you mentioned, y'all got Dallas this weekend.
Wow, girl.
Dallas is a dumpster fire. Hell yeah, they're a dumpster fire right now. They always been a dumpster fire for real, really since like 1995. But you know, they're playing atrocious right now. And I think I saw Jerry Jones basically tell the fans to shove it up their pie hole. He basically said if the fans weren't happy, then they wouldn't be showing up or something like that. They wouldn't be coming to the games or whatever it is. Jerry Jones don't care much for y'all, no way. So
never has,
never will. Damn, Lady V, I miss you, girl. I'm happy you're back on. It's good to hear from you. She's going, she's gonna rep the Eagles because the Eagles won last week. Yeah. That's exactly why she pulled up.
That was shade. That was definitely shade.
Absolutely. That was absolutely shade.
That was all shade.
Showed up just to say that. That's some bullshit.
That's it.
Do better.
We encourage that. I want y'all to talk all y'all trash. That's what we do. Pour a glass and talk some trash on up to it, down to it. This is what we do. All right. The Eagles still suck though. I just wanted to also point that out. That
actually, they don't.
I love you.
That's the hard part.
Listen.
But they do. They still suck.
They really don't.
They still.
They might have listen. They might be winning, but
are they winning? Who?
No,
are
they
winning
actually,
right now? They are winning right now.
They're actually winning. That's Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, they're 8-2. They're 8-2. I can't say nothing. And Saquon got that. He got that reverse hurdle thing he's been doing.
They actually put it on Madden. That's crazy.
Yeah, that like shit they did. How about that? Madden with the update. Madden with the quick update. How about that?
Yeah, that was dope.
Madden with the real quick update. Nah, the Eagles are 8-2 right now. I still think that the Lions are the class of the NFC right now. I think the Lions have the inside track, although really the whole NFC North is taking ass and kicking names right now, except for the Bears. The Lions are 9-1. The Vikings are 8-2. The Packers are 7-3. So right now the NFC North is taking all the ass and kicking all the
sugar.
Got me cussing with the baby.
Hey, RJ, man, what's?
Dang,
darn it, poop, crap.
We're good.
We're organic.
Where's my swear jar? Lady V, you have my swear jar. Where's my swear jar?
We live.
We are live, baby. Okay.
We live.
Anyway, yes, the Lions 9-1, Vikings are 8-2. The Packers are 7-3. I think the Lions have the best record in the NFL right now. Is that next to the Chiefs? Them and the Chiefs. The Lions and the Chiefs.
They probably got to be tied with the Chiefs because the Chiefs just lost their first game.
The Chiefs just lost their first game, right? So the Chiefs are 9-1. The Lions are 9-1. What a time to be alive! Y'all remember how it was when we was growing up? What the Chiefs record was and what the Lions record was?
Man, back then I used to be mad for Lions fans because you had Barry Sanders, couldn't do.
They made him retire.
They had Megatron and oh my gosh, what's his name? Quarterback.
Stafford, Matt Stafford.
There you go. Right?
Yeah.
Stafford
went to a whole nother team and won.
Could have did some things, but
Stafford went to a whole different team and won a Super Bowl.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
But I want to shout out. I don't know if he's watching right now, but I want to shout out my man David Smart. Hey, what up, RJ? Yeah, give him the elbow, man. Put him through the table. Put the young fella through the table.
Get the table. Get the tables.
3D him through the table. Nah, man. Damn, I lost my train of thought just that quick. All right, never mind. We're gonna keep it rolling. That's what happens when you've been drinking, and I've been drinking. So
I've been drinking.
Most organic conversation on the internet. Hey, let's talk about this Tyson fight, man. Did y'all see that?
I did not. I did not see the fight. I saw some, some clips and whatnot. I purposely did not watch that fight because I already knew what the outcome was. I already knew what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was pretty obvious.
Yeah,
yeah. I couldn't do it, dog. I couldn't do it. It just, I like, and the even see the clips, and you know what I'm saying. Of course, they made fun of Mike Tyson for biting his gloves, but like that man was biting his gloves because he had to remember what the contract said.
hey man,
Do not
Yeah,
like,
the money.
because if you watch Mike Tyson train, Mike Tyson got the hands of a serial killer. You know what I'm
At
saying?
all times.
quite
So
literally.
if he'd have fought this dude like for real, he'd have killed him. So you got to bite the gloves to
Yeah, yeah, because
maintain.
he's not a stamina longevity type of fighter. He wants to, if he's fighting you, he wants to knock you out as quickly as possible. Like he ain't
Immediately.
here all night for you. Like if he's fighting, he try to break
He
a
going for
record.
that one hitter
Yeah,
quitter.
try to
That
knock you
one
out in
hit
the
or
first
quitter.
round.
Yep.
He try to hit you with all his might.
Man, oh man, man, oh man.
You know, I can't be mad at Tyson if he did take a dive. I don't want no trouble. I don't want Tyson showing up at my door. I don't want no trouble. Right? He's 58 years old, but he's still Mike Tyson.
Them hands, man.
Yeah, I'm saying. I think that he very well could have won that fight. Like this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me give y'all some stats real quick. Mike Tyson landed 18 punches. He only threw 97 punches through 8 rounds. Okay. For contrast, Jake Paul threw 267, I believe, punches through those 8 rounds. Now the reality is that there's no fighter in the world, there's no boxer in the world that's going to win a fight only throwing 97 and landing 18 versus a fighter that threw 247 or 67 or whatever it was. Right? It's not possible. I think also he was biting that glove. You're right, Kev. I agree. I think he was biting that glove to remind himself not to swing for the fences, not to use that killer instinct. Because I think if he had used that killer instinct, oh boy, Jake Paul's career would have been done. And that would have been bad for Jake Paul. That might have been okay for Tyson, but Tyson's already 60, basically. He's 58. We might as well call him 60, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you see him taking the bow, right? He's 60 years old. He's not getting back in the ring. He has nothing to gain from beating Jake Paul. Nothing at all to gain from beating Jake Paul, from knocking him out.
Nothing.
Right? But Jake Paul had everything to lose if he were to lose to Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it was smart. It was smart money for Tyson to say, yeah, it's cool. I'll take the L. Give me my 20 mil. Give me my 20 mil. Pay the man. Pay what you owe. And I'm gonna take this L. It's cool. I won't get knocked down. My legacy ain't gonna get tarnished. People still gonna call Mike Tyson the baddest man on the planet. Mike Tyson's still scary. I still don't want no trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was a good move for Tyson. But he was totally holding back. I think it was scripted too.
Well, yeah, definitely. And I mean, I think he definitely was doing it, for the money, but I don't know, part of me feels like he was doing it for boxing as well, like just trying to, garner like more people to tune in to the boxing. We're like, okay, who's Jake Paul going to fight next, or who really wants to knock him out, and that garners attention because it's like, okay, Mike did it for the money, but so and so over here, he ain't gonna do it for the money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when is Jake Paul gonna take a serious fight in which he could possibly lose? Because apparently he's just been taking fights that he could win, which is smart, but also the way the contract's been set up. I mean,
yeah,
like, come on, like get a fight together where you going toe to toe. Period. Get the money straight, but You know, don't land any heavy hits or whatever. Like, come on now, let's go toe to toe, dude. You want to claim to be a boxer? Then do it. Be a boxer. Like, fight somebody else. That's if you feel like you can fight somebody that's in their prime right now, do it. You know, fight Tank.
I don't think he does though. I don't think Jake Paul honestly thinks he can hang with like real pro boxers. I think Jake Paul is smart. I think so. Okay, I'm gonna use a WWF or WWE reference, right? Back in the day when wrestling was more real, right? They drew a certain they drew a certain crowd. They drew a certain box office, and if you weren't really if you weren't excuse me, if you weren't Bruno San Martino or somebody like that, you know, you weren't really going to draw but so much money back when wrestling was a little more real. It was also more prodding back there. We're talking about an hour and a half long matches of a whole lot of boring shit. Then there was some other people that figured out that if you could sell a ticket and tell a story, if you could tell a story, you could sell more tickets, right? Right. So you got the classy Freddie Blassies of the world. You got the original Nature Boy, and then of course you got my guy, my favorite wrestler of all time, Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Right? These guys figured out how to tell a story. They figured out how to take bumps, how to make it look like a real fight was happening. And they figured out how to tell a story, and they started selling out arenas. Now, Logan Paul, the brother of Jake Paul, infiltrated WWE earlier this year, I believe it was. Last year sometime, maybe year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Ended up becoming United States champion. I think he took some of those works, like those WWE works, which is fine, whatever. It's entertainment. Who gives a shit, right? I think he took some of those work aspects and told Jake Paul about that, and that's what they used in this Tyson fight. I really do. I think that they built up all the drama, even from Tyson slapping Jake Paul the night before. I think they built up a whole bunch of drama in order to sell more tickets, to get their buy rate a little bit higher, and it worked. It worked because a lot of people, for some reason, I mean, self-included, wanted to see the old Mike Tyson come back. And that's why we watched the fight. And I also want to say that the women's championship fight, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, the fight that went on right before them, that was the fight of the night. That was the best fight of the night. And Amanda Serrano got robbed. I want to say that live in front of the world on internet. All right. Amanda Serrano got robbed. Straight up. She won that. In my opinion, she won that fight. But that was the best fight of the night.
And, and so like with that perspective, at least the undercards get a chance to have a platform to, start to build their own legacy, create their own stories, whatever the case may be. So if nothing else, at least, a chance for them came out of this. But yeah, definitely scripted.
And that's what I meant by Tyson doing it like for boxing, because of those undercards that get to come on and fight that same night.
Yeah, because I was at a bar when the undercards started, the very first fight, two random dudes I ain't never heard of. The white people behind me started going nuts. Like, I mean, literally, as soon as the open bell rang, they just behind me going nuts. Granted, they were a little drunk when I got there, and that was probably 2 hours before the fight started. But, it just, something about hearing that ding ding made them turn into, redneck, kissing cousin, wife beating, barnyard, like all one and clapping on 1 and 3s. Like they were doing the things. And I was like, you know what, this is actually probably my time to exit. And I did, because what you doing around here, boy?
You didn't want to get down with the redneck. You didn't want to get down with the redneck squeals.
Listen, we were 1 round away from what you doing around here, boy.
Did West Virginia come on?
Listen,
in the background.
The things.
I can't take a hit of my weed and then talk to y'all because I almost choked.
I'm here for you. I'm here for the people.
Oh Lord, I almost died just now. Oh my God.
You shall live and not die. That's
all right. I'm here. I'm back.
That's a word.
I'm back.
Hey, Hey, a word.
Hey, PG God, Pretty Girl County.
What up?
Yeah, what a time to pop. Yeah,
I'm
you
on
you
in.
popped in, man. You popped in at just the right time. Matter of fact, the whole rest of this show is just for you. All right, you popped in. You here at just the right time.
Man, what a time. Man, what a time.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. I think with that being said, I think it's time. Let's get to a viewer submission real quick. We got a viewer submission. We got a fair or foul scenario. Y'all saw the headline. We're gonna talk a little bit about that, and we're gonna talk about some scary shit too. Some with AI threatening a student. We'll get to that in just. Don't worry. We'll get to that a little bit later.
Hey, you keep your ass right here. Don't you go nowhere.
Hey, I'm about to say don't go nowhere. Don't don't you go nowhere. Don't you go? You sit your ass right down.
And don't you make me call you by your real name.
Don't make him call you by your real name live on these here internets. All right. I'm just saying. Matter of fact, not only sit down, call up your best friends, call up your bestie right now. Okay, whoever you go and you vent all your frustrations to, call them up right now. That's the one that we want to watch this show tonight.
You sound like you preaching.
Neighbor,
pick up your phone. Turn to your phone. Dial your best friend.
And tell them.
Down.
On the main line.
Tell them all about the good news of up to it, down to it.
My God.
Tell them jump on.
Yeah.
Wow. As y'all can see, we ain't shit. All right, let's get to this viewer submission. Okay. Because honestly, this one right here, this one right here, I got some words. Let's talk about it.
Dad, I need to talk to you about something. I used to grow up and want to be like you. And now I don't.
What you mean you don't want to be like me? Who you want to be like?
You're an awesome dad. You give me everything I want, but you don't know how to treat women. You're the only one in this family. You never wants to hold your girlfriend's hand or walk with her or take her on a date. You're the only person in this family that don't know how to treat a girl.
I don't want to, because I'm not sweet. Because I'm not sweet, you don't want to be like, you don't want to.
That's the whole point of getting a girlfriend. Cause if my mama, she was always rude to you wouldn't even want to be with her, would you? Would you?
No.
Exactly. So why do you think she would want to be with you if you was nice? Explain. People always trying to not hurt your feelings and tell you everything that's not what you really are.
All right. Okay. All right. Who wanna jump in first?
I'm just laughing because I know there were people in the comments like, yeah, get him. Oh, he reading them. Yep, get him. Oh man. Wow. Okay. I mean, what's the baseline? Is it based on how you treat your mama? Because if him and your mama ain't together, then that's another story. Not to say that he got to treat your mama bad, but like, I'm just saying, why would he? If he's not with your mama, why is he gonna be holding your mama's hand? I don't know. I just need to know what his baseline is for saying all of that. I mean, maybe he did see him with other girlfriends. But maybe dad is not a PDA, public displays of affection. I don't know. I just need to know the baseline. The young boys definitely sound like he been here before. I would say that, but I don't know. I just need to know what that baseline is, because I mean, the father was like, "What? Because I'm not sweet." Hey man, somebody feeding that kid something, or maybe he made up his own mind that he wants to be, super. I don't know, sweet, or I listen. I don't know.
Listen.
What's the baseline?
Yeah, that kid probably should be popped in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing he said was wrong. But you in a grown folks place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the basis of the conversation is probably the most important part. Like how we get here? Like where did you feel comfortable enough to be like, yeah, you ain't, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be like you anymore because you don't hold your girlfriend's hand.
How we get here?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that, let's be real for a second. This was probably heavily scripted. If you look, you kind of can see the kid, kind of reading. So I mean, this was very heavily scripted. All right. So
Nothing's
let's
real
start
anymore.
there. Nothing's real anymore. So let's start right there. This was very heavily scripted. But let's dive a little deeper. This was heavily scripted by that boy's mama. All right. All right. Let's just call this what it is, man. Yeah, yes. First of all, maybe he wasn't wrong, but little nigga, shut the fuck up. This is not your space. This is not your business. You go downstairs. You play with some fucking Legos. You play with some goddamn Roblox. You turn on goddamn Fortnite, and you shut the fuck up. And just stay out of grown folk business. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Well, what? What? You don't want to be like you. You don't want to be like you. Baby, you don't shut that shit up and go take your ass downstairs and play with some goddamn toys.
Because
your ass up. What?
Because listen, don't be like me, the person who put a roof over your head. Don't be like me, the person who, you know what I'm saying, guided you as you grew up. Don't be like me, the person who, you know what I'm saying, created opportunities for you. Don't be like me, the person who worked an extra job or two to make sure that you had everything that you needed. Don't be like me, the person who read to you every night at bedtime. What, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got a lot of questions, but I like the heart of it does go back to like how did this conversation start? That's the, I can't. How we get here?
Look at this comment. It says, I think at the end of the day, I guess the young man has learned how he don't want to be. Okay. And that's sad. Yeah. He's not modeling gentleman. He's, as in the father, is not modeling gentleman loving behavior that he can then provide to someone.
Which could very well be true. Again, we want some context.
I like I said, I need context, because if the dad is not with the baby, if the dad is not with mom, okay, that's a whole nother dynamic there. That's a whole nother dynamic that he's looking for something that's supposed to be there, but is not there because of that dynamic. So
it sounds like they're not together.
And he said something about not holding your girlfriend's hand. I'm like, I'm just saying, you sound smart. You sound like you know what you're talking about, but
you're almost like an adult that wrote the script for you.
You don't know what you're talking about at this point. You don't know what you're talking about. I would have to know exactly how is the dad treating his mom. I mean, is he child support? I mean, is he there? It seems like he's there. I don't know.
According to the child, he's there. According to the child, that's the first thing he said. You're a great dad. You're an amazing dad. You give me everything I want and everything that I need. That's what he said. He's praising his father.
Wow.
But then he's
crying. What that sounds like?
But then he's crying about how his treatment allegedly of women. Look, man. If your daddy's giving you everything that you want and you need, you can
Man.
recognize that. We already know what's going on here. We know who's sending this message. You know what I'm saying? We already know who's sending this message. This message ain't come from this kid. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't have came from the kid anyway because it was heavily scripted. We get that, but I'm just saying, assuming it wasn't, this message didn't go. That's programming right there. That's programming. Nah. Listen, man, kids, and there is a child's place. And in some cases, these kids need to mind their fucking business.
I can agree with that comment. Pull that comment up. I can agree with that comment though.
Because they do.
I can.
Absolutely true.
Okay. I can definitely agree with that comment, but it still again depends on circumstance because it just depends. Like I said, if dad's not with the mom and he's got a girlfriend on the side, or he's he's got a girlfriend because he's not with the mom. That again brings in a whole different dynamic because kids can see something and then they still want this other thing on the side, and then they're mixing those things together. Like, well, why don't you treat mom like that? Because I'm not with your mother. But that's a different type of conversation that I don't even know if they've had or not. I don't
know if we can, pull a right or wrong answer from this, but to the pretty girl's guy's comment, her last comment, we watched a video, or maybe we like shared it in the group, a video that wasn't too far off from this. And I'm not saying it's like that exact story, but like where the mom doesn't say anything bad about the father, but the way that she talks makes him feel unsafe. Like, hey,
it was the negative gatekeeping. We did do that a few episodes ago.
We did do that.
You know what I'm saying? You went to your father's house, what did you do? Oh, that's all you ate? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not saying bad, not saying anything bad about him, but the way that you hold conversations that kind of leads to, like negative things. I'm saying it's a possibility, which is why like we keep saying we need some context on this scripted conversation. Like what led up to this? What are the dynamics about? And like, what is the kid gleaning from both parents? Like all of those parts are important, but again, it's just heavily scripted. So FTK.
Yeah, a heavily scripted 60-second reel. Right, so still FTK. Hashtag Hash Brown FTK in the comments. Hash Brown FTK.
All right, damn it! I heard Browns again. Listen. Shout out to the Browns. This is left field because they had the Steelers, game Thursday night. If you didn't see that game, you missed.
They beat the Steelers.
Oh my gosh, that was an amazing game.
They did.
It was like sprinkles of snow here and there by the third quarter. Yeah. It was like a blizzard, and they ended up beating the Steelers.
Let's go.
F the Steelers. Thank you, Browns, because F the Steelers.
Let's go. Go Ravens. Go Ravens.
I just had to put that in there because I heard Browns again.
We needed that redemption.
We needed a $2.95 redemption.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, we on team $2.95 right here. I'm good with a Ravens Commanders Super Bowl. We need team $2.95 Super Bowl. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
The entire DMV plus Baltimore plus what, like we would be.
Oh boy,
I'm taking out a loan and getting a suite. Okay.
Yeah,
we all in there.
Yeah, straight up. We in there. We in there. Listen, hey, and Lady V, I'm sorry in advance that you're not invited to this party, but we team 295 out here right now. Team 295.
We're going squeaking.
All right, maybe you can come.
You can come to the party though.
You come
to the party.
She cool.
Yeah, for sure. She one of the homies. She the sister.
But just know you're gonna hear it the entire time.
Oh yeah. They're never gonna stop, and I'm gonna just be there as the Ravens fan, just kind of cackling.
You gonna get it the entire time. You gonna get it. Not gonna you gonna drag you for fit. No, okay, all right. Let me be nice. Eagles fan. Lord. All right.
Hey, look, real quick, going back to this comment, and then we can jump to the next topic. Yeah, we did the negative gatekeeping segment. So yeah, and we talked about that. Yeah, I will listen. Every child that grew up to be an adult that has a negative feeling, usually about their child, about their father, or about either parent, usually it came from the other parent. Usually, okay. Now, yes, there are some things that maybe you noticed, and as you got older, you gleaned that this was right or wrong or whatever. But in the vast majority of cases, you picked up what the other parent did from the other parent. And they might not have said anything directly negative, but implications of negativity. Oh, is that what you did? Oh, he had you do that. Oh, he dealt with you that way. Oh, or if you discipline your child and then the other parent calls you and now they're having a dispute with you, an open, loud dispute with you about how you disciplined their child in front of their child, right? In front of y'all's child, right? Things like that. Things like that. I will say I will say lived experience. My answer to that is lived experience. Now, I don't know the actual numbers. I wish I could tell you exact numbers, but I think if you polled the other parent, right? I think you could pretty much you pretty much can tell. Right now, again, there are certainly those cases where you recognize. I've known people. I know people who recognize that their other parent ain't shit. Right? They violent. They drunk. They're never there. They're not available. You can't communicate with them. Can't talk to them. They leave you high and dry. They treat you like trash. Absolutely, there's that. Absolutely, there's that. So if that's you, I'm sorry. But I also know for a fact that in a lot of cases, that negativity comes from the other parent. Which box you fall into may vary. But that's what
Yeah,
I've seen
I mean,
personally.
it definitely varies because I mean, for the most part, for certain demographics, right? Well, actually, for all, right? You, as far as fathers go, you're only gonna do as much as you can from what you experienced, right? So, for example, a father that never had his dad in his life being like in his life period being at the house period was a step up in his mind. He was providing a house, providing a home, but he's home. He might always be in his room, he might always be doing his own thing, but he's at home, and in his mind he's doing better than his father. Another example is, you got another man who had his dad in his life, but his dad was always working, period. Always, providing, getting the money. And then so for that man that has now learned, all right, well, I want to always be present. I always want to be there, but doesn't have the emotional support behind it, right? Because he was taught, to keep that guard up, to never show emotion and all of that. So he was always stern. He was there, but he was the enforcer, period. You know?
Yeah.
And so you never had that emotional connection. You never so, so it's like it's interpretation. And you're only gonna do as good as what you know. You for some, right? You're gonna try to do, at least for me, I'm gonna try to do better than what what I saw, because I want better. in my mind, I want better for my child. And we're going to get into that too later on, I believe. Wanting better for your child. And what does that look like? And, are you really doing more harm than good based on what you want versus what is needed?
Yeah. Lots to cover with that. It's a very layered discussion. Kev, I want your thoughts on this first.
I was listening.
Yeah,
I was gonna say questions.
y'all knew I was going there. You knew I
Yeah,
was
man.
going
Come on, yeah. Now the questions in the comments, and this is why we love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because
there.
y'all turned up with my turned up with my But
Yeah.
I think it's like to be as straightforward as possible. It's always the responsibility of the parent to do better. Because like at the very heart of it, the kid didn't ask to be here. Like no child ever asked to be here. And we are children, we are somebody's children. And we never we watch your mouth, Lady V. We never asked to be here. So, in order for us to operate in our best space, then the parent has to take the responsibility to do better, to be better. Because then that initiates healthy relationship, conscious parenting. I understand people may not subscribe to gentle parenting, but to be an unconscious parent is dangerous for everyone because you're not aware of your child's needs. You're not aware of the way that you respond to your child. You're not aware of anything that's happening around you to be unconscious. So it's always our responsibility to do better, to be better, to talk better, to think better, to react better. But also as we're raising children with reasonable expectations, we should want them to do better. And so, accountability has to come into place at some point for our children too. Yes, it's always ultimately on us.
Unfortunately, every parent isn't willing or wanting to take that responsibility. And
For sure.
so they push that off on their mom or dad, which is the grandparents. So they push it off on those teachers. Shout out to Kev. Like you call home to the parent like, hey, your child's been acting up, and they're like, what do you want me to do? I'm at work. You handle that. What? Okay. Listen, they need to implement. Okay, you sign here. Sign off on this release form from all
And I'll beat your
liability of
kid's
what's
ass.
about to happen. And
And I will be
then watch how these kids get together. Hey, because I know a few people get these kids together real quick. You sign a release form.
I don't need no release form. I get them together real quick.
Period. I am the boss. I promise you I'll be there.
My students say it all the time. Mr. Lewis, you're not supposed to be like, all right, cool. Well, after I'm done, I promise I'm gonna call your parent first and let them know what I did. And I dare them to say something. They don't.
And that's what it is in the end. We can't have this circular thing. The teacher scared of the teacher scared of the parents scared of the kids, all this kind of thing. Like it doesn't make any sense, man.
I ain't afraid of none of you mother.
None of them, and certainly not mine. Because I'm telling you right now. I'll tell you right now.
They actually said it in the comments. Is this what we're doing? God damn it.
Yep.
Come on, parents.
I listen. I came to grips with my fate approximately, what did I say? 2 minutes ago. I came to grips with my fate 2 minutes ago. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. It's time. Let's go. Who knew this was gonna be that show? Now, Kev, in the pre-show,
You did. But I didn't think it was going to happen this early, so I hadn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to happen this early either, but I knew it was coming. I just had a feeling. I just had a feeling. Somebody get her, yo. Somebody get her. Somebody get her. Somebody get her.
Somebody come get her.
All right, so boom. My wholehearted belief is we avoid what just happened if we address this part right here. Y'all with me? If we became parents, because the conversation should start then, what activities of child rearing would you want to share with me?
Run that one more time. I want to make sure I got the whole question.
If we became parents, you know what I'm saying? So the conversation is happening before she's pregnant. What activities of child rearing would you want to share with me?
I mean,
all of them?
That's what I was thinking. I mean, all of them. Like
all of them? Like there's not a. I'm sorry to jump in, but like there's not a thing that I can think of. There's not something I can think of that I don't want to. I mean, I guess when girl talks. I'm a girl dad. I'm outnumbered, right? I got 3. Okay, so when lady time, y'all know what I'm talking about. Lady time, when lady time. I'm glad I'm married. I'd rather her have that conversation than me. All right. That's probably the only thing I'd say. Word, LB. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable. I mean, I'll do it, but I don't feel comfortable. That's part. I say that's the line. If there's a line, that's the line. But besides that, I can't really think of nothing I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah, I think everything, because it's the thing, that's also a time of like, I think that is therapy, because now you're not only you're talking about, you should be talking about those experiences you had growing up, as far as like the parenting that you had and what you think you wanna do, so that y'all can come together in agreement, because it's nothing worse than having the child and then you're not on the same page. I mean that is detrimental to the child most of all. You got to be on one front, on one accord, same page, same sheet of music. So yeah, everything.
Playing in the same measure.
You need to know their past, all of that, even the traumas. Like, it might be even hard to talk about, but you need to know about it. That needs to be talked about. Everything needs to be shared.
Because anything that looks remotely close to it can cause a flight reaction. We got to do better.
And my flight reaction is fight. I'm sorry. My flight reaction is fight. Like, it's fight or fight. I don't flight. No, it's fight or fight. That's I'm sorry. God ain't through working on me yet. All right. Okay. All right. He still got work. He still got work to do with me. I'm working on it. But at this present day, still, my fight or flight. We in the therapy session, right? My fight or flight is definitely fight or flight.
Trey gonna be in the coffin like. gosh. This dark humor.
Very dark.
Yeah. Hey, can I say? My bad, Kev. Go ahead, man. My bad.
No, I just said very dark. That was he said dark humor. I said very dark. That's all I got.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. We escaped the therapy session unscathed this time. Yeah. See, take that.
Yeah.
Take that. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. It's time for fair or foul. With that said, let's.
A mother of four, shocked to be arrested in front of her children.
It was anger and frustration, of course, because my children were having to witness that.
All because her then 10-year-old son was spotted walking alone in Mineral Bluff, Georgia, a town with a population of about 370.
It's really not even a town, hardly. It's not a super dangerous or even dangerous at all stretch of road.
Brittany Powderson lives less than a mile from town with her father and children. On October 30th of this year, she had to take her eldest son to a medical appointment. Her youngest son, Soren, didn't want to come, she said, so she left him at home. Then she received a call from a police officer.
So when you got that phone call from the police officer saying, hey, do you know your kid is in town? What did you think?
I said no. I didn't know he was in town. I was not expecting them to say that, but I wasn't terrified for him or scared for his safety.
The police officer drove Soren home, she says, and made it clear it was problematic. Brittany didn't know where Soren was. At that point, Brittany thought the ordeal was over until officers showed up that evening to arrest her.
They asked me to put my hands behind my back and all that stuff, and I realized what was going on.
Brittany was taken to county jail, booked, and then released on $500 bail. She's now facing a misdemeanor charge of reckless conduct. The arrest warrant saying she, quote, knowingly did endanger the bodily safety of her juvenile son. If found guilty, she could face up to 1 year in prison and a $1,000 fine. The DA's office didn't provide us with a comment. Local police declined to issue a statement, and we did not hear back from Child Services. Prosecutors asking Brittany to sign a safety plan before they'd consider dropping the charges, according to her lawyer.
We want to witness you downloading the app, GPS app to your son's phone. Okay. And then you've got to check on where he is. Really? And he's got to let you or grandma know where he is at all times.
But Brittany and her attorney are unwilling to accept this deal.
This is not right. I did nothing wrong. And I'm going to fight for that.
The story striking a nerve as technology inundates our lives, giving parents more control over their children. So how much freedom should kids still get?
Like, are all parents going to have to put GPS on their child?
And when I asked about the law in Georgia, when it comes to kids being able to be on their own,
that parents get to decide for their children unless it is unreasonably dangerous.
And Brittany agrees it should be a personal decision.
You know, part of it is knowing your neighborhood and knowing your area and what your level of comfortability is with each child.
An assessment Brittany made about Soren and hopes the DA will as well.
What in the blue hell?
Blue hell.
What in the blue hell?
Because what? First of all, I spent my entire life walking to stores in all kinds of distances by myself, and most of that as a child. Because at this point, I don't walk anywhere. If I can't drive, I'm not going. But like, what if Mom said, go get me some bread from the store, nigga, you went and got some bread for the store? Like, what? That I cannot fathom a world where a kid who is old enough to stay at home by themselves, who is old enough to, you know what I'm saying, like play outside by themselves, can't walk to a nearby store by themselves and get what is needed and come back home. Do you know your address? Do you have a phone on you? Do you have a way to contact your parents? Like, you going, soft. The Kobe Bryant meme. Soft.
SAWFT, soft.
Here's what I'll say. Because you got to know, right, the laws of the land. You do. But when mom said she didn't know that he was in town because his butt was supposed to be home. All I want to know is which one you want. Okay. Huh? You want the leather? Okay, you want the leather, or do you want the 100% cotton? Okay, which one you want? Because if your butt's supposed to be in the house, if your butt's supposed to stay, if you wanted to stay home, your butt's supposed to be in the house. You supposed at home. Okay, you supposed to be at home. What you doing in town? What you doing in town? And you didn't tell me. First of all, he better have gotten a whooping, okay? A whooping. Because now you done, because you wanted to go be grown and go out the house, do your own thing. You didn't tell me. Because it sounded like the opposite. Hey, did you know your son? And if she would have said, yeah, I wonder if it still would have been a problem. But because she didn't know, because so neglect. First of all, I left his behind at home in the safety of our home, and he was supposed to be there. So he wanted to go out the house. That's called me. I need to discipline my child. You ain't disciplining me for something like. Listen, what? Hold on. No. I got this. You stay out of this. Okay? You stay out of this. Let me go handle business. You gonna do what? Arrest. First of all, don't make me reach through this phone. I would have. Woo. Woo. We talk about reaching through the phone. That would have been
straight
it.
up.
I'd have been like, yeah, you know what? You might need to take me to jail at this point, because what I'm about to do, okay?
Straight like that. Straight like that.
You can get both of them. We can. Listen, I do nunchucks, okay? I do nunchucks.
Yeah, this is government police oversight right here. Like this is them overstepping. They had no business going to this woman's house. I mean, once she identified the kid and basically got the kid back in the house, back in her custody, the cops basically did their job. That was the end of that. For them to go to her house and meddle with her and arrest her and all that other kind of thing, that's outrageous. They have no business doing any of that. That's a violation. They shouldn't be doing that. I'm sorry, like that. Period. Like they just shouldn't be doing that. It's not child neglect. That's a child doing some shit they had no business doing. And like you said, they deserve to get their candy asses whooped. And that's pretty much the end of that, right? But it doesn't. It should not result in the parent being dealt with. Now, listen, I am a firm believer in holding the parent accountable for the actions of the child. I'm a firm believer in that, but I think this is a step too far. This right here is the bridge too far. If the kid was found and secured and brought home and the parent left them there for this particular thing, whatever. I mean, 10 years old, what are we talking about? Like, what 10 years old, not only was I walking to and from the store probably more than a mile away, I was taking the bus, I was taking public transportation, on the train, on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Found in random cities. Let me tell you something. I was in all kinds of cities, all by my lonesome, and I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? With consent, like my parents were telling me, like, all right, well, you want to go to this thing? Well, okay, cool. Well, you got to figure out where to get your ass home. Right? Or we ain't got no car and you still got to go here. So here's how you take the bus. I'm going to ride with you the first couple times. And all right. All right. Sink or swim, homie. You know what I'm saying? Listen. All right, cool. Under 8, that's cool.
Know the laws of the land.
Yo, it's 10, bro. It's 10. Bro, it's 10.
Yeah, but that was out wherever they was. So
They was in Georgia. They was in Georgia. I don't know. I anyway. Okay. I'm saying it's the mom is fair. I'm saying that that's foul. I got to call that foul on the cops.
With you. It's
yeah,
definitely foul on them. Foul
yeah.
on them.
Come on. Are you Trey?
I would love your thoughts on the idea. I want to give my kid everything I never had.
I think you got to really think that through. And I understand where it's coming from. You want your ceiling to be their floor.
Right.
If you don't think it all the way through, you give them everything you never had, but you don't give them what you do have, which is maybe character, work ethic. You could end up giving them a sense of entitlement, robbing them of the self-respect that they would get by earning it.
That's right.
Don't rob them of that feeling, because now you didn't give them what you do have.
I made the decision to pull my son off the football team. I understand that football is a very rigorous sport. My son is only 5 years old, so of course he's not there yet. Like, he's not super tough. I guess the coach was giving them water, and the coach made a mistake and squirted water in his eye. I'm not really sure. I just know water was squirted in Davon's eye. And of course, just like a 5-year-old, he began to cry. As he's walking him off the field, he goes, "Stop all that crying before I put you over there with the cheerleaders." And me, I'm instantly in defense mode. And I asked him, I said, "Do you think that was appropriate for you to say to a 5-year-old child?" And he was like, "It ain't no crying in football."
We're working for the future, because working for the present, we ain't making no progress.
All right, let me go ahead and take my drink now because I realized I was muted right on the other end of that. So my bad, y'all. My bad.
We live.
We are live. Bound to my own rules of engagement. All right. So I'm accountable, damn it. I'm accountable. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got you, homie. Hold on. Okay. Bam. Okay, there we go. We back. We got it.
We live.
Y'all gotta excuse me. I've been drinking.
I've been drinking.
All right. So we kind of to some extent glossed over this topic about the mindset of giving your child everything you never had. Now, I want to recap that point real quick because that's important. I want to, before we get to King Von's baby mom, I think is what it is, right? Before we get to that situation of her pulling him off the field, I want to get y'all take on the idea of trying to give your child everything you never had. And as a result, unfortunately, sometimes you end up sacrificing giving them what you do have. What are your thoughts on that?
I think there's some some truth to anything. Like you can find the truth there. And for what it's worth, I wholeheartedly understand what he was saying. We don't I think the sentiment is taken a little out of context, that when we talk about wanting to give our our child or children everything that we never had, it is all of those things that kind of roll into what it is that we did have. You want your child to have experiences, but you don't want them to lack in knowledge. And I think for a lot of us who didn't have much growing up, what we got was a ton of knowledge. I am knowledgeable of what's happening around me. I am knowledgeable that I am not afforded opportunities because of things that exist or existed before me. Like, we're knowledgeable of those things. And so you want to pass along that knowledge to the ones who come behind you, but you also don't want them to miss those invaluable experiences, which that blend of things helps create a better lifestyle in general for the children. So like I feel like that's where the heart of that sentiment is going, and not just a very I guess black and white statement. Like there's definitely room to interpret what it is that we want to come out of those places.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I think we just have to be careful. We have to be careful in the the things that we're talking about, because if you're just giving your kids things you never had, and they're legitimately things like, items, clothes, shoes, and you're just giving them to your child, um and they haven't experienced earning anything, I think you are doing more harm than good when you're just continuously just giving them things without having a space for them to earn anything. But on the other hand, it's like, if you're giving your child the experiences, more, I should say, more experiences, that maybe you had that your parents gave you because they didn't have it, right? So, for example, let me give you an example of that. If your parents never left their state, and so now they gave you the opportunity to drive and leave the state and see other states, surrounding states, and now you say, you know what, I want to fly. I want to fly my kids to, you know, beyond. I want to take them to the West Coast. I want to take them out the country. My parents never took me out the country. I want to take my kids out the country. And so now you're giving them an experience. You're expanding, that mindset. But again, you just got to be careful in how you do it, because I'm not saying that you can't give them those things. I just think it is how you do it. It's always about how you do it, because that could make it break. You that run the risk of creating a spoiled brat versus, a child that is well rounded, humble.
Yeah. So with that said, let's jump over to
The mom's wrong.
thinking that, yeah, I was gonna say let's jump over to that. How you feel about that, man? Talk about it. What's your thoughts, man? That's your son. That's your son. Your wife sees the coach of your son's football team. Your wife sees the coach of your son's football team talking at your boy like that, and she says, "Nah, hell nah, he need to come up off that team." I don't. I honestly, I doubt she would say that, but let's just say hypothetically speaking that she did. What are your thoughts?
Oh man. So this this right here, because I saw this one and I saw some of the comments. Ah, for me, I'm I'm always going to be, there's no church in the wild type of thought process, because it's just how I grew up. So if we are on the football field and something happens, you get water sprayed in your eye, how else are you going to learn how to deal? What if it wasn't your coach? What is another teammate that did, I mean, not an opponent, what if an opponent that did something crazy? You going to break and cry? Again, I understand age and all of that, but shoot, how else they going to learn then? How else they going to learn? Like, example time, right? if if you don't let the kids fight and tussle, I mean, how else are they going to learn if you don't let your sibling, if you don't let your children, like the older sibling, beat up the little sibling, then the little sibling is just gonna be like, oh shoot, well I can get away with it. Like sometimes you gotta let sometimes you gotta let him take a beating so he can learn his lesson. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is. I think that's really, what it's about is when you're in a certain setting. When you're in a certain setting. I don't think the coach was wrong for saying what he said. I think when you're in a certain setting, he's like that's a teachable moment there. Could he have said it a different way? Of course he could have. But what is he trying to do? What is he trying to accomplish? Like, when you're out on the football field, you know, you want somebody that can weather the storm, that's hungry. Again, understanding age, I get all of that, but you go out to some of these other oh man, I forget. I just saw this. I think they got a documentary on it. It's like a breeding ground for football players, and they're that age. They're little kids, and they are monsters in on the football field. And again, I'm not saying that it was like in a different setting he would be wrong. But when you on the football field, how is you going to learn? How is you going to you know get that edge? So okay, the coach accidentally, maybe now, who knows, he accidentally, how was your child responding? How are you going to teach your child how to respond when something happens like that? Are you going to swoop in and always save the day, or are you going to let your child figure out, okay, they're crying. All right, let them cry it out. Let them get through it. Let them figure it out. Sometimes, they have to figure that out for themselves unless you're going to be the one that creates that type of relationship where you're always swooping in, saving the day. And they're going to be living in your house at 35, 40 years old because you've always been there to save them. It's, again, hey, maybe it's preference. You do what you want to do. You go ahead.
Yeah, one thing I think that isn't, or maybe wasn't taken into account. Well, let me.
What?
All right, okay.
Cause of that kids. Oh, sorry. All right.
So this is why I married her. While yes, I agree, I do have an issue with cussing at the youngins, right? And yes, I would bring it up to the coach also, but again, the answer is not to pull the child from the game, to pull the child from the team. Is Kev all right?
Team practice. I don't know. I think he's
Is Kev
thinking.
okay?
He's in his thinking mode because he's torn right here. No,
Right,
Sab, I do
right.
agree. I do agree
He's
with
in
the
Super
cussing.
Zip mode.
Like the cussing and the cussing at the kids at 5 years old. That's crazy. That's over the top. I mean, like, we was at a game and them coaches be going off the rails at 5 years, 6, 7, 8 year
Yeah,
old, 10 year old. They still be going off the cuff with the cussing and
yeah.
throwing temper tantrums. Coaches, get it together. You got to show the kids, how to control that. So I'm laughing at a comment.
Kev is on struggle mode. Kev is on struggle mode right now. Uh, he drank too much enzyme. I don't know if it was the enzyme red,
I thought
but
he was getting.
remember what he said earlier. It tastes like juice, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first.
Hey, look, this is real. This is real life.
We
This
laugh.
is real life. Kev is struggling right now. That's why I had to take him off screen. I had to take him off screen, yo.
I think he's saying a prayer because this one right here, it hits home.
Because
the way he protects K2. Yeah. You know, so oh man, he's in his thoughts.
We're gonna say he's thinking real long
Yeah.
about it.
That's it.
Oh Lord. Oh no, man, but again, I agree. And you know, not in no way being facetious or anything like that. I agree with my wife. I agree with her that I wouldn't pull him from the team. Look, let's if as I have girls, but as if I was a young boy, when I was a young boy, if my mama pulled me off the team
hanging out
because the coach said whatever they said, all I know is the team would have probably saw that I got pulled off the team because I couldn't take getting squirted water in my face because off the from the Gatorade or whatever it was, right? Water made me quit. You know what I'm saying? Water made me quit. Oh, damn. I told y'all this is gonna be one for the record books.
this is the first. Oh man. Yeah, man. Water in your face make you quit? No.
Yeah, no, I'd have been pissed if my mama had pulled me off the team off of something so trivial like that. Honestly, I as the kid, and so the boy is probably pissed that mama pulled him off the team. I don't think he's okay with that. I doubt he's okay with that. And the only way he'd be okay with that is if mama made him be okay with that.
If he was groomed that way, is what you're saying.
He was groomed. The word. Because our hold on, I'm gonna come back to that. Our competitive nature is like, okay, all right, cool. Listen, yeah, he shouldn't have said that, but that ain't enough to make me quit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on that. Like I'd be pissed, man. If I'm that kid, it don't matter what the mama think. It don't matter what. I mean, I don't know what daddy think. Dad's probably thinking what we're thinking. Like, all right, cool. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have said that. All right, cool. I got that. But you ain't had to pull him off the team though. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. I don't know. Maybe I don't got all the answers. I don't got all the answers.
Do not.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, we got one more for y'all, man. It's wild that Kev is knocked out for this one. This one I brought up specifically for him. So y'all let me know in the comments what you think Kev would say. Let's talk about it.
A college student from Michigan still stunned tonight after a Google AI chatbot sent him a dangerous response to a simple homework question. CBS News Detroit's Walter Murphy spoke with that student tonight and joins us from the Google offices in Detroit.
That program is called Google Gemini, and it told that student to commit suicide, a morbid response that he believes is a liability for the tech giant, and now he wants to warn everyone about the dark side of this new artificial frontier. From the funny to the helpful. Artificial intelligence is being used more every day for its ability to analyze a lot of data at lightning speeds, which is exactly why Vidhay Reddy, a student at Lansing Community College, was using Google's version of a generative AI chat tool called Gemini to help with his Intro to Human Aging course last week.
And there are questions about how to prevent like elder abuse and different very like intricate questions about how we can help our elderly.
That's when Gemini gave him this response, saying things like, "This is for you, human. You're a waste of time and resources. Please die, please."
So I really freaked out. Like my heart started racing.
In a statement to CBS News, Google said that large language models can sometimes respond with nonsensical responses, and this is an example of that. This response violated our policies, and we've taken action to prevent similar outputs from occurring.
There is a context of like this post-traumatic stress to an extent. Luckily, I have a good community around me and some support systems.
His concern now is for those who don't have a support system and the level of thought that large companies give to them.
Like if an electrical device were to start a fire, these companies are held responsible. So I'd be curious about how these tools would be held responsible for certain like societal actions.
Reddy says that Google has not reached out to him yet, but he does want to have an open dialogue conversation with them about the dangers that things like this can pose. For CBS News Detroit, I'm Walter Murphy.
Yeah, the time, the era, the age of iRobot is upon us.
That robot said, "Why are you still here? Just go ahead and know yourself."
Basically, AI said, if Johnny has 5 apples.
Oh, no. AI said, let me put 2 and 2 together. Woo! And you don't equal 4, so you're not a part of this equation. Go ahead and see yourself out. Go ahead.
AI said, "What? You asking stupid ass questions, man? Go, just be done. Just, just end it, yo. Just end it. Just end it."
That's terrible.
That is terrible. Okay, all right. All seriousness. All
Yeah,
seriousness.
all seriousness.
All seriousness. I'm trying to be serious. In the end, it's a robot. It's programmed. It's a machine. Okay, and that honestly, that kind of crap does happen. Now, yes, of course, you should be on the lookout, and obviously, you shouldn't take the AI's advice if the AI tells you to off yourself. Clearly, you should not take
The
Gemini's
AI
advice.
does not have any feelings. It's going, all right, it's using a mathematical equation to come to a logical solution.
Speaking of trying to come to a logical solution, they named it Gemini. What the flip did you think was going to happen? Come on, man. What we talking about? What we talking about, man? They named it Gemini. They tried to warn y'all. They tried to warn everybody. Some bitch might be crazy.
Well,
I'm just saying. You know, when they give us clues, we should understand what could possibly happen. All right, ain't no need in sensationalizing this no further.
Uh-oh. Look at the comments.
You know exactly what it means.
I think he meant to
you
say
know exactly.
you of
The whole world knows what it means.
I think he meant to say you of all people. I don't know. That's what I said. That's what I'm hearing. That's what they said. I don't know.
All I'm saying.
Oh.
We all know what that means. They named it.
Hey, y'all see it, so y'all govern yourselves accordingly.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all ain't about to sit up here and act like y'all ain't about to sit up here and act like y'all don't know.
Oh man.
That's all I'm saying. We about to sit up here like I'm the crazy one. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm not. I ain't. Look, y'all know. All right.
We all know who. Well, all right. I'm not gonna go there. Not gonna do it. Gemini's.
Y'all know.
Crazy.
Oh. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. We done, man. We out of here, bro. We've had enough. We had enough fun tonight. I've had enough of drinking, man. It's a wrap for me. I'm done.
This has been one for the history books. We done lost one. You just lost
one. Lost one. Hey.
We got the crazies announcing themselves. I told you didn't I tell you it's crazy out here?
It's crazy out here. Yeah. It's crazy out here.
Right. Bat shit crazy. Right. That's done. So, right. Anyway.
Hey, look. It's crazy out here. We had a hell of a night. All right. You know, look. LB, take us out, man. Take us out, man. Take us out. Take us out here.
Listen. I said it in the beginning. Pray, because it's crazy out here, but it's okay because some crazy is good, some crazy is bad, but there's some crazy is good. Anyway, pray, okay? Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, of course, and we'll see you next time because we got some good things cooking up. We got some good things cooking up, okay? Come and listen, you're not going to want to miss this. You're really not. All right. In all seriousness, I took the glasses off, so I really don't need them but for seeing far. But listen, we got some good things cooking. All right. Cooking up what's in the crock pot. All right. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, subscribe, share, and make sure you are fine like wine. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. We gonna see you next time. Same bat channel, same bat time. We getting it in. Pray. Make sure you pray.
Without ceasing. Pray without ceasing. Nah, seriously though, we are looking forward to what's coming. All right. In the end though, yes, our you know, for us, you do what you want, but for us, yeah, I say for me in my house, we serve the Lord, and our hope and our rest is in the Master's hands. Our life is in the Master's hands in the end, right? We had a good time, and we always gonna have a good time. We like to have some fun, right? But again, we don't forget where all our help come from either, right? So again, as my LB said, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We got 2 more episodes in this season. Episode 99 is going to be wild, and episode 100 is going to be a surprise. I'm just saying, we got some stuff, like you said, a cooking and a brewing, because it's going to get crazy out here. It's already crazy out here, and like you said, that's why we have to stay prayed up. That's why we have to govern ourselves accordingly. Believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see, because it's wild and there's a battle for your mind out here. So never forget that. No matter what, stay focused on the task at hand. That's it. We are out of here. We appreciate every last damn one of y'all.
Put them in there. That's right. What's up? Hey.
That's right.
There he is.
It's the result of enzyme.
Hey.
Enzyme. Give us a